The future of Mike Williams as Jacksonville sheriff is still not known, though today we're hearing Mayor Curry's thoughts on the sheriff moving out of Duval County.
One thing I don't want this narrative to happen is people can debate the residency thing. Don't start saying the guy's been absent, he's not been a good sheriff, because that's just not true.
By this time tomorrow, we should know what the city's top lawyers have decided, whether the sheriff vacated his position when he moved a year ago.
And we're getting reaction from others in addition to the mayor. We begin with News4Jax reporter Jim Piggott live at JSO. Jim, what have we learned today?
Well, here at JSO, the second in command is Under Sheriff Pat Ivey. And today I had a chance to talk with him about this entire situation. He was at the same news conference where I questioned Mayor Curry about the sheriff's move.
Sheriff Williams was supposed to be with this group talking about your safety during hurricanes. His appearance was canceled, and of course that prompted me to ask the mayor about it, since we've not heard directly from Mayor Curry concerning the sheriff since we learned Williams moved out of the county.
Obvious, the sheriff isn't here today. If you could address the issue when you learned about the vacancy, his moving out of town, your thoughts on that, what do you want to see happen, and do you think that that's right?
I learned last week, actually, I believe as you guys were getting ready to ask the questions that same day, I think you guys had asked the question of the sheriff. He called me and told me he had just gotten the question, told me that he had moved. I would say, look, the legal opinion, the legal answer on this, the lawyers will figure that out, okay? I'm not weighing in on that. Mike Williams was elected by the people of Jacksonville, and wherever the legal opinion falls, that's what we worked through. I can say that I've worked closely with this sheriff for years, for 7 years now, through many crises, mass shootings, hurricanes, working to drive our murder rate down, invest in our kids, and he's always engaged and he's always involved. And one thing I don't want this narrative to happen is people can debate the residency thing. Don't start saying the guy's been absent, he's not been a good sheriff, because that's just not true.
Should he be paid? Should he have
again, the lawyers are going to have to, that's between the lawyers and where that ends.
Meanwhile, Under Sheriff Pat Ivey stepped in for the sheriff at today's hurricane preparedness event. And afterwards, I was able to ask Ivey about the sheriff and what he knew.
Did you know that the sheriff had moved?
I knew that he had moved for a little bit of time, but I didn't know that it was a year ago. But I can tell you this: I knew that he was attempting to sell his residence, and I believe that probably happened at a faster pace than would be initially anticipated.
A lot of people are saying that this is not going his way, and as the undersheriff, would you be concerned if the governor had to appoint a new sheriff, for a temporary sheriff, interim?
Would I be concerned?
I mean, that would take over, it would change the whole concept of the department.
Listen, I said it in there. We're not there yet. You got a guy with 3 decades of exceptional service to this community. I don't think anyone can dispute that. This agency will continue to serve this community, and that's all I have to say.
So we should find out much more tomorrow when they issue that report. You know, I did reach out to the Fraternal Order of Police today to see what they had to say. No comment so far. Also, I asked State Attorney Melissa Nelson's office if she would weigh in on this, and they're not about to do that at this point. For now, we're live at the Sheriff's Office. Jim Piggott, Channel 4, the local station.